Well, hello. As promised, we are going to be vlogging the Hurricane Beryl coming through here. We are located in Katy, Texas, which is west of Houston, which we keep being told west of Houston, Katy, our surrounding areas are going to be the worst of it, not other than where it a direct hit, but so there you go. So I'm gonna take you back where I show you the garage, show you us preparing just a little bit, and then I'll meet you back on the patio for the first band to come through, and then take you along the way. I'll try and check in as often as possible, kind of like I did for the winter storm we had. So we should most likely lose power. So I'll take you back, and then I'll meet you right back here. Gassing up the car for the hurricane. So step one, we're gonna take the van over and the truck over and make sure they're filled up. All right, it's all in here now. My son has just dropped off one of his vehicles. He is headed north where his wife's family is. So they're gonna be up there. Okay, we're ready. Everything is in. You can really see how big our patio is when everything is in. I mean, it really is quite large. I think it's like 20 feet. I don't know. 20 by 12 or 24 by 12. I have no idea, but everything is in. The hot tub cover is off. Everything is off. We'll run the pool until it's time. We'll basically run the pool until the power goes out, and we will lose power. I mean, we lose power in thunderstorms around here, so we will definitely lose power. So there we go. It's all we can do. Some people, if you're going to have a really severe storm, maybe your hurricane, like maybe category 2 or more, which we did in Ike, they cover the windows with plywood. We don't think we need to do that this time, especially as far inland as we are, even though where we are is going to possibly take the brunt of the storm. We're going to be on the dirty side of the storm. We're also going to be it could be hurricane force winds or tropical force winds. It just depends upon exactly where the storm hits and exactly how strong the storm is when it hits, which we might know a little bit later today if we're going to be there. But we are definitely going to be in tropical storm force winds, which could be up to 60 miles per hour sustained winds. So we're hoping for the best. We really, really are. So yeah, so we will see you in a little bit. It is currently 10:15, Sunday, July the 7th. Beryl is forecasted to hit either by 8 p.m. tonight or 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. in the morning. It just depends upon its intensity, its strengthening, its direct path, whenever it turns today, all of that. So this storm has been quite tricky. Oh my goodness, 12:27, Sunday, and the first band is moving in. Wow. This is the first band of the storm we've had. Oof. Oh my. All right, band number 1. This is the start. This isn't even the storm. This is just the beginning. It's still off the coast. All right, 1 o'clock. It is now 1:04. And that first band has passed. It was loud, very, very loud. So, yeah. Alrighty, that's just the first of many to come through. So we'll see how this goes. You're all caught up. Like I said, it is 1:05 now, and Sunday, July 7th. And yeah, this is the earliest I think we've ever had any kind of major hurricane. As I was talking to you at the beginning of this vlog, the lightning struck. There's the lightning, the thunder from that lightning. Anyway, we're all showered. We're all ready to go. Robert's at work, and then he's going to stop and make sure the van is full of gas. And then we filled up yesterday, but he had to go to work today. So he's going to top off the tank, and then come back home. We have food, we have, you know, stuff like that. You have to have non-perishable foods, but we have a gas stove and we have water, so we can cook. Also have a gas grill, that kind of thing. So, and a gas oven out here. I'll show it to you in a minute. So we're good. We can cook meat and stuff like that, so we don't have to worry about that. We have a little mini fridge out here with drinks in it. We have plenty of water in the garage, and we have, yeah. And worst case scenario, we have not to drink, but we have a giant swimming pool out here. If we need to take a shower and we get too hot and sweaty, we can jump in the pool. So anyway, somebody is barbecuing because the smoke keeps getting in my face. Like I keep breathing it in. So it's not the good kind of barbecue. It's the kind of barbecue that somebody's used too much charcoal and too much lighter fluid. That. Anyway, so yeah. All right. It's so loud. So I'll keep you abreast of the situation. It is now 3:45. So just a couple more hours and we should see some more rain coming in. We're good to go. Okay, it's 5:30. About to make some dinner, and we were supposed to be on the Carnival Jubilee this week, but we had to cancel last minute. And normally I eat French fries on the ships. It's one of my favorites. So I'm having tater tots for dinner. So anyway, I'm gonna have a fun couple of days of eating during this storm, and then I will be back on track. So back to my normal diet, but there you go. I will, you know, hopefully this isn't a heavy band, but we'll see. So, yeah. We do normally have a cover on the hot tub and, you know, patio furniture and stuff out here, just in case you don't normally watch us. But it's all gone, prepared for the storm. It is in our garage because we didn't want to take any chances with any flying objects coming through a window or a door. We have had severe storm damage to a home before, so we know how bad it can be. So, all right, well, it is 6:51. Tater tots have been consumed, and it's just a gentle rain right now. So, there you go. A little thunder every now and then. But they're now forecasting the eye to come directly over us at tomorrow around 8:30, 9:30 in the morning. My dog has to potty. Don't like it. I also don't like the grass. So I get on the patio. I mean on the wall. And I gotta get, don't slip, don't slip, don't slip. Good boy, good boy. Shake it off, good boy. You too, shake it off. Oh, I have the zoomies. Oh dear. Hey, whoa, be careful, little. Oh my goodness. Got the zoomies. Gotta get all of the energy down. Oh, you feel better? Is that better? Good boy. Good boy. Oh, so excited. Oh, all right. Okay, it's about 8:10. It's still Sunday, July the 7th. We are about to settle in and get ready for bed. We're going to go to bed very early this evening because the storm is going to be here quite early in the morning, and I know I'll be up for it. So, yeah, so I'm going to get to bed early tonight, probably by 9 p.m. So I will see you very early in the morning. As soon as the storm hits, we will be up, and it's due to hit the coast around midnight and be here around 3 or so, 2, 3 in the morning, I think it is. So we'll see. We will see. My attempts to go to sleep were unsuccessful. It's 9:30, so still quiet. We have a little froggy friend here. Oh, and one over there in the little hole. That hole there is because, anyway, They put that there because it was collecting water. Still awaiting tropical storm or Hurricane Beryl. It strengthened earlier up to 70-mile-per-hour winds. They still forecasted it to hit Category 1 before it made landfall, so that's about 85 miles per hour sustained winds. But I don't know. I really hope not. I hope that we get lucky and it stays, you know, fairly a tropical storm, I guess. I don't know. The tornadoes are what scare me the most. Okay, well, let's attempt to go to bed again. Good morning. It is 2:57 a.m. And the hurricane has made landfall, I believe. Pretty sure it has. I don't know if the eye wall is crossed, or it's just crossing. So far so good. I do believe it is a Category 1 hurricane. I'm not 100%. I need to catch up on things. No, I did not get any sleep. Maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours or so. So here we are. So let the stress and the worry of tornadoes begin, because that is my concern. Mostly. Alrighty. Just a little bit of wind.
The last couple of hours, those winds have been steadily gusting between 60 and 70 miles per hour down in Palacios. Right now, it is clocking a wind gust of 74 miles per hour. Sugarland right now, 39, 36. Again, the center of circulation has not made landfall yet, but you are getting that outer, the eye wall, and you're seeing those winds wrap around, those onshore winds, and that's why that storm surge is so critical in this situation, and why you need to stay hunkered down for most of the morning as that eye starts to continue to track northward. Look at where we see the strongest of the winds. Here's the eye. The strongest winds are going to be to the left of where that center is. 50 to 70 miles per hour. The timing of that is 9 o'clock in the morning. You can see that these winds are going to be still strong on the north side of town, 30 to 50 miles per hour. Look at Sealy. We're looking at wind gusts close to 70 there, and then as it continues to lift to the north, you'll notice the winds will slowly start to settle.
All right, we've got the kennels lined up, ready to go for the cats. There's just a tornado warning issued for quite south of Katy, but still, I just want to make sure we are prepared to go. So what will happen is, if we get a warning issued, we're under a watch now, but if we get a warning issue, we will load cats in, take them into the bathroom with us, and then the dogs. So it's the best way for us to take shelter. So anyway, it's scary, but it's what we have to do. Are you saying there's not one for you? Is that what you're saying? You wanted to go too? 4:24 a.m. It's a little breezier. Entertaining the cats while we try and get them calm to get in their kennels. Trying to get that one, the orange one. He's our newest, and we are still not real sure of things. Did you go potty? Now we got the zoomies. Kitty jail. We're just waiting. Come on, mice. Boy.
Just 51 and 43 in Bay City. Now that's down because the eye of the storm is approaching Bay City. It's 43 in Pasadena, 48 in 43 in Pearland, rather 48 in Pasadena, and those winds just getting going. There's that long strong band of rain that I was talking about, just pushing into that I-10 corridor, just pushing into Houston right now. But the strongest of the winds are still offshore. And one thing we can do with our exclusive 13 alert radar located in Edna is we can sample this storm as it moves ashore. This has just made landfall here in Matagorda County, and we are well positioned to have the only radar in town to dive into those winds, recording widespread 50, 60 mile per hour winds. And we have seen measured winds significantly stronger than that.
How you doing? I don't like the scary weather. Oh, well, okay.
Oh, well, there you go. You know, another flicker right there. So, I know everyone's just
okay, well.
praying to hold on to power, but I think it's probably past that point now.
We just picked up. We were having some whipping winds a second ago. Slamming against the windows. I'm not brave enough to go out there right now. I've got you sticking out the back door. Okay. It's 5:01 a.m. Come on, daylight. Here's the heavy stuff. Right now, it's just heavy, heavy rain. It's windy, but not. Well, you can see, we keep getting gusts. Can't really see because I'm afraid to go out there, so. Not too bad right now. Okay, everybody's in their kennel. The severe stuff is getting really, really close to us. So the hallway is the safest place in my home. Here's the bathroom, which is another place. So they're all close, so we can get them in there quick and easy. Along with the dogs and us, we'll be good to go. It's where we hang out for tornadoes. So we have had a practice run with this. We are, you know, prepared. All right, this seems to be the worst we've had. So far, so good. I mean, I can't complain about this. We've had some pretty hefty gusts. We can hear it in the house, and then we look out and we can see them. So, thankfully we still have power. I'm not taking that for granted. I'm incredibly appreciative of that. We should have daylight here pretty soon. Come on, sunrise. It is 5:32 a.m. .605. Pretty heavy rain, gusty winds. Power has flashed a few times, but it's still on, thankfully. Incredibly grateful for that. Don't know what that noise was. Oof. I don't know what that is. It's a terrible noise, whatever it is.
The north side of Harris County, that's the one that has been producing the most tornado warnings so far this morning. So if you're in northern Harris County, southern Liberty County, southern Montgomery County, you might be experiencing the possibility of some fast-moving tropical tornadoes. So don't be surprised if you go under a tornado warning.
I just lose power. Of course. That's through my screen. I'm sorry, I can't help that. I'm not going out there right now. So, just lost power. It is finally getting light out. It is, let me see what time it is. My watch is just, sorry about that, 6:22 a.m. Got some tree debris in the yard, but nothing major. I don't know what that banging was earlier. So, power is out. But let me close this door, keep the AC in.
This morning, feeder bands
Here's everybody. We have them in here now because they're upset. It's okay. Oh, my babies. And then the Boo Bear and the little dog. Grayson is not a happy kitty. It's okay, my sweetheart. It's okay. It's okay. That's why he's up here. We've been sitting there petting him. And Yasmin, you have to understand, Yasmin's like 20 some odd years old. She's okay, but she is very unhappy. It's okay, little girl. It's okay.
Wind gusts 60 to 70 miles per hour, maybe even a little stronger, all across Houston and Harris County over the next few hours. So continue to hunker down. Don't try to get out there outside or on the roadways. One was a well-organizing storm as it was coming in. Thank God it came in when it did and didn't have another day over water. Otherwise, we'd be looking at a few categories higher. So that's the good news there. It's not going to strengthen anymore, but it is strength. It is maintaining its strength at this time. Now, something to point out when you're looking at these estimated wind speeds, you look on that eye wall where I told you the strongest winds are, and you're saying, well, it's only showing 34 miles per hour. Why is that? Well, that's because the radar beam is going this way, but the wind is going this way. So when you're perpendicular, when the wind is perpendicular to the radar beam, they can't sample the strongest winds. So it can't really tell how strong those winds are. So what we can do is we can flip over to a different radar source. And in this case, we're going to flip over to the radar source that comes out of Bush Airport. Okay, so this is up in Tomball, Klein area along the Grand Parkway. You may have seen that little pedestal. It looks like it has a golf ball on top of it. That is the terminal Doppler weather radar that services Bush Airport. So what I'm going to do now is sample the winds that it's detecting that are coming basically right at it. And you see now we're getting these 85 mile per hour winds all across Brazoria, Galveston, southeastern Harris County. Now again, these are a few hundred to a few thousand feet above the ground, but when it rains heavily, these are the kinds of wind gusts that are trying to come down. They probably won't get as high as what the radar. Then you have these feeder bands that are bringing in some very heavy torrential rains. And another thing that we've been keeping an eye on, Kevin and Alita have been reporting on this all morning long, these potential little spin-ups of tornadoes, and where you see these little red marks that start to, let me go ahead and circle one right here. Where you see these little red marks, and they kind of look like they have a little curvature to them. Those are parts of the rain band that could potentially produce a quick-moving tornado. It's hard to tell because the winds are already so strong, but there could be some quick little tornadoes. Don't be surprised if you go under a tornado warning. But this right now is definitely hunker down time, and so you definitely want to make sure that you are staying safe. So let's go ahead and quickly just review what to do as the core of these hurricane winds start hitting some populated areas. This is tornado safety, but it applies in these kinds of winds as well, where you don't want to be. You want to stay away from the second story. If you're staying in a two-story home, you want to get to the bottom level. If you live in a high-rise or an apartment building and you can't get to a lower level, you want to put as many walls between you and the outside air as you possibly can. Now, when you're looking inside of a home or a building, you want to avoid the rooms that touch the outside air. So go away from the windows, stay in that lowest floor. Interior hallway closet or a bathroom, a pantry, those are going to be your safest places to be as you ride this out and that wind is blowing in. And you want to get low to the ground and cover your head if you go under a tornado warning. Just
6:54 a.m. We had to let the senior girl out. She was not having it. It's okay, she's very jumpy. She was not having any more of being in that kennel. So, goodness, Yasmin. And our other senior cat, Grayson, is out as well because both of them were just very upset. And at their age and condition, we just didn't want that. So, but they're easy to catch and easy to get back in a kennel should we need to quickly. Safe from the generator use, safe from the heat, and sort of the after-storm. I know, but our younger babies are still in there. There's the two, and there's the pups.
Why have we not seen this hurricane weaken as quickly as you
We're watching that way.
Hurricane would once it gets over land? It seems like the pressure's been fairly
At least
steady
it's daylight.
since it made land. It is the right side of the eye, or the east side of the eyewall, that has the strongest winds. It's the so-called dirty side of the storm where you get more of the impacts. And then we have these bands that are arcing in off the Gulf of Mexico. Torrential downpours here, and wherever you see those little spinning arrows, that's a sign that there could be a brief spin up of a tropical tornado. But there's 75 to 85 mile per hour winds that the radar is sampling. Now that's what's going straight at the radar beam. So when the wind turns, it's not going to be able to see it when it's perpendicular to the beam. So I can also sample from other radars that we have available in our 13 alert radar network. Right now, we'll go ahead and look at the one that's coming out of Bush Airport, see what it is sampling. And this radar beam actually samples lower to the ground. And so when you see these numbers, these are closer, an accurate picture of what you may get when it comes to some of those wind gusts. And it's picking up a lot of 70 to 85 mile per hour winds, a few hundred feet off the ground. So think of the strongest winds you've had so far. They're probably going to get 5 to 10 miles per hour stronger than that. So continue to hunker down. And then once that lifts on through, you're going to notice a break. And that break is going to last for about 1 or 2 hours, because the eye, if you're right in the middle of it, the eye is about 20 miles wide, and it's moving to the north at about 12 miles per hour. So you'll catch a break. That's not really the time, though, to go outside and get on the roadways. That's the time to recollect yourselves and get ready for one more pass of the eye wall that's not as strong, and a little more rain before things start to improve once we get to the afternoon.
All right, here's the eye. I mean, the eye wall, I think. Either this is it or it's right before it. Wow. This is the eye wall.
.86 miles per hour.
64 here. That's the wind. ABC 13 has lost power, so that's their news feed. But yeah, it's pretty nasty here. I have a very scared puppy. I'm just very scared. It's okay. He's okay. Obviously, this one is having a hard time.
Grocery store like H-E-B or Walmart, right? These are all imported products that you can only find.
I've switched to channel 11. No, that's channel 2. Channel 2, yeah. Seems like everyone's having issues. So many power outages, and it's something you don't think about. I would think of them as having backup generator power or something. I don't know. So you can hear it. Hold on, I'll take you over there. I'm tripping over things that I can't see. It's still dark in my house, even though it's light outside. I am inside. My hand up to my wrist and my phone are outside. I mean, it could be worse. It's not that bad out there. I don't want to jinx it or anything, but the storms go, I'll take it. This isn't the worst I've seen or that we've been through. It's a big one right there. Woo.
Per hour. On the inside, that's where it's going to be significantly more calm, but as it makes its way through, it certainly can bring more power outages. So right now, I do want to show you what we have going on. A little reset here.
Okay, I'm actually on my old phone because my new phone, or my good phone, is being used for streaming because it's an AT&T phone. The phone I'm currently filming on and my iPad are both Verizon. And Verizon towers seem to be struggling right now. So whereas my AT&T phone is getting signal. So, and my MiFi, M-I-F-I, which is a hotspot, is Verizon. So I do hear generators running. We are in the eye currently. It has broken apart considerably according to radar. So the fact that it is raining doesn't surprise me. It's light rain, wind, and breezy. So it is currently 8:48. So they were like 10 minutes off in predicting the eye last night. They said it would be over us around 9 o'clock, and they were nearly spot on. That's pretty impressive. So there you go. That's that. And oh, sorry about the dog potty on the patio. Nothing I can do about that. It was whipping, windy, pouring, and that's where he had to go. And the scooper is in the garage, and I can't get to it. So we did the responsible thing and cleared everything from our patio so it didn't become an object blown into somebody else's home or our home. So that tree, that thing right there took a beating. It was very full and floofy, I think. I'm pretty sure it was, but yeah. So I gotta say, I mean, it's not over yet, but so far I have absolutely no complaints. I feel like we have been through storms worse than this. Not as long, they don't last as long, but like regular storms. The storm we had just a few weeks back that tore down the power lines and the big, huge power. Oops. Hold on, that's a flood warning. Thank you. Tore down the big power towers, the big, huge, gigantic metal forms. That was worse than this. So, and I mean, it was only, what, an hour, I think, the storm lasted. Maybe a little less, a little more, I don't know. But this was certainly nowhere near as bad as that. So, you know, I don't know. I haven't assessed the damage around me. I haven't been outside of my home. They're advising everybody to still stay home. So that's where we are now. And I'll update you in a little bit. It's chilly out. It's, what is the temperature? 74 degrees. Breezy, obviously, and wet and damp. But so that's good for those of us here in Texas with no power, because once the sun comes out, it's going to be very hot in our homes very soon. So, yeah. Alrighty. Hopefully they can get the power turned back on. So I'll pop a screenshot up of how many people are without power right now. It's over 1.5 million.
It just gives you an indication just how strong that touch is right now. We're seeing improvement down towards Galveston, all across the island, and as you shove into the bay here, we're looking at wave heights closer to...
As Sophia mentioned, getting close
Yes.
to 2 million people
So I think I'm gonna
without
have this.
power right now. And so we know that this made landfall. Well, we started getting
Okay, we have these little packets. I like to travel with these, especially since we went to San Juan. And I didn't have any coffee the next morning because we got in too late. Anyway, there it is. So you've all seen instant coffee, I'm sure. So once this comes to a bubble, I'll pour it in and I'll have myself a delicious cup of coffee.
There are floodwaters everywhere. You take a look over here, showing the picture, Brett, of floodwaters everywhere that are encroaching on people's homes. From the beach is about a block.
Again, I'm on my old phone, but I just wanted to show you. This is our arsenal. This is my MiFi, which is internet hotspot through Verizon. These are backup batteries. This one, this one, this one, and then one is attached to my phone already. These will charge my phone. This will charge my laptop and bigger items. This is a rechargeable fan. Oh, we have a big power box. I don't know where that went. My husband must have put it somewhere. Anyway, big power station that we have that'll actually jumpstart the truck. It's a jumpstart kit, but it's fully charged. And then this will charge my phone, my headphones, and my watch. So I usually travel with this. So my watch goes here, headphones, and my phone go there. And it's magnetic here. So that's all charged. This is a rechargeable fan because, again, our power is out. I've got another rechargeable fan that was charging over there. I have another one in the bedroom. I have 2 by the couch. We have plenty of rechargeable fans. So we're good there. So, yeah. Not too bad, not too bad. I'm gonna fold up the cat kennels. I think we're pretty much done. I'm gonna go ahead and let Mr. Louie out. He's been in there quite a while. He's being such a good boy. He's calm now. But I think we're okay to let him out. The storm is falling apart. We are in the eye wall. We do have the back end of the storm coming towards us, but hopefully that has settled considerably. It looks like we have rain coming towards us, but it like is yellow and then it turns green as it gets to us. So I think it's really losing strength and moving north and getting away from us. So I think we are through the worst of it. I don't know, but I think that we are. So I'm gonna let my kitty cat out and put up these cat kennels, and hopefully our power comes back on soon. But I'll update you in just a little bit. How you doing, little dog? You feeling better, baby? Miss Minnie, you okay, little girl? Oh, babies. It's over now, sweetheart. You're okay. You did it, little boy. You did it. Yes. Buddy is asleep with his daddy. Sweet. You can hear the generators. We are getting estimates on having a generator installed. We don't normally get this kind of hurricane until September, October around here. So we thought we had a little bit more time. September was our goal to have it installed. We just haven't had a chance yet. And I can guarantee you, now that we've had this storm, we're gonna have to wait even longer because people everywhere will be getting one and we'll have to get in line. So there you go. So no rain, it's calm. I mean, it's barely sort of sprinkling, not even, it's like misting. If you look, you can sort of see it. Can you see? I don't know. Anyway, so everything looks pretty good. Let's come on out and take a look. So I don't see any damage on our house. I'm gonna look at the roof line here in just a second. Hot tub looks good, just a few leaves inside. Roof line looks good, everything looks good. Our neighbors look good. Yeah, I think we fared pretty well, thankfully. So this afternoon it's supposed to stop raining, provided we have power. I will start putting everything back where it belongs, outside. The reason why we need power for that is it's very hot. I mean, it'll get up to, you know, high 80s or 90s today, depending upon the cloud cover. And it gets too hot and you can't cool down. So, I mean, we could get in the pool, but you see all the debris in the pool. So, actually, which is quite mild compared to some storms that we've had. This pool has been full of debris. So, but the wind was blowing like over the pool. It was blowing towards the front of my house. So, there you go. Okay, well, I'll check in with you in a little bit, but I think we're pretty much done. We may have a little more rain come through later as the back of the eye wall, fly landed on my fingers. The back of the eye wall passes, but we'll have to see. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, the wind has picked back up, so we must be on the back side of the wall. We're starting to get some rain. I think that's generators we're hearing, but I'm not sure. It could be power trucks. They're pretty loud too, but we're not sure. And I'm not willing to go walk around with falling branches to go find out. So our power has flashed 3 or 4 times. It's out, but it's flashed on and off 3 or 4 times after the wind picked up again. So I don't know. I don't know if they're working on it or if the wind is just, you know, causing it to touch or so. I don't know. I'm no expert, but you can see the clouds. The speed of the clouds right now. I'm back on my good phone, or my new phone, my 15 Pro Max. My other one's a 12 Pro Max, so it's older. So, all right, well, there you go. There's your update. It is 10:25 a.m. I feel like the wind is stronger now than it was during the height of the storm. So, still no power. I guess that's the neighbor's generators we're hearing, as I already said. It's 12:43. We got to figure out something to eat and a way to eat it. Don't really want to open the refrigerator, but I think we're going to have to. Maybe get some sandwich meat out or something. And have some sandwiches. And yeah. So, here we go. This is the current situation. Well, that didn't take long. Everything's back out on the patio. The pool pump is not working currently. The water, it's too wet right now. So the circuit breaker keeps tripping. So we have a GFI on it for that reason. So years ago with our previous pool, the house was struck by lightning over here. And this thing blew up and the GFI shorted out the whole house. It was a big mess. So this time we had an extra heavy duty one put in, some sort of something. I don't know what it is, but it's designed to do this. So Robert's going to take the scooper and scoop everything out. Currently he's in the front yard picking up all the debris. There was a lot of debris in the front yard. We all have pine trees. That's a Chinaberry tree. And then we have, the pine trees are not here, but they're in the front. Everybody has them in the front. So there are just a bajillion pine needles and branches and things like that. So now normally I have suns and things like that up on the wall. Those aren't going back because we are actually getting estimates to have all the siding replaced. So I'm not going to even put them back up right now. And when we go to Mexico next, I want to collect a few more new pieces to go on the walls back here when we are finished with the replacing of the old siding. So there you go. I mean, this kind of thing happens. This is that pressboard siding. This is very old. My house is quite old, and that's what it does. It falls apart. So the stuff at the top is actually hardy board, but I don't know I think it was installed wrong or something. I don't know when we put this in. Anyway, all right. So I'm not dressed, and I'm a mess. I'm a sweaty mess. So I'm going to show you my messy face, and you'll be okay. there you go. This is what you look like when you haven't had power and you had a hurricane and you've basically been up for 24 hours. I can only imagine how our first responders feel right now, how our doctors and nurses and all the medical staff and everyone who worked endlessly and tirelessly for the last, I would say 4 or 5 days, because, you know, you're prepping for things and then you're, you know, preparing and forecasting and doing all of those things that prepare a city, an area, a part of a state for a major storm. And I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with the way things are. We don't have internet yet, but we do have our power back. And so I'm not gonna complain about that. We're very blessed to have our power back because it's very hot here. Currently it's overcast and that kind of thing, but eventually it's gonna get past 90. So we're very fortunate to have our power back. Anyway, again, thanks to all of those who helped take care of people who, from the neighbor who just checked in on another neighbor. All of you, thank you. And you did a good job. We got through this. Another hurricane in the books. And yeah, thankfully it didn't strengthen as much as predicted. It was a Category 1 when it hit. It could have been a whole lot worse than it was. Category 1 was bad enough for me. I do not need anything more than that. Thank you very much. So thank you so much for watching. If you're new, if you just stopped in, I invite you to subscribe. We are a travel and a vlogging channel. We just vlog here at the house, and we vlog when we travel on the cruise ships to the States, to Europe next year. We are so excited about that. So please join us, and I invite you to subscribe. It's free. And we don't post drama, we don't post clickbait. We're going through stuff right now, which is a little dramatic for us, but you know, that's drama, but it's not clickbait drama. So no lies here. So thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for watching. Go check on your neighbors, go make sure everybody's okay. I hope you came through this storm well. Please let us know how you did down in the comments. We sure would love to hear it. And if you're new, if you subscribe, let us know. We'd like to welcome you to the channel. I'm Favor, my husband is Robert. Yes, that's right, Favor, as in do me a favor. Life with Favor is the channel name. Yeah, my mom, you know, it was the 70s, what can I say? All right, we'll see you next time. Bye.
This is as good a day as any to start the rebuilding of life. The roads that lay open are many when the old one's gone under the knife. And I can feel the sun on my skin, beginning to thaw from within. Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today is a good day to live. This morning has a clear light as any to see the horizon in the far. Excuses were 2 for a penny, but they've all gone out the window of this car. And when I feel